Oh, have you crashed yet? I'm sorry, I haven't been watching. I'm so going to watch this in slow motion while listening to Carmina Burana. Or maybe Verdi's Requiem. So many choices. Still feel like entering the asteroid field was a good idea, Mr. Never Tell Me the Odds? One day some small piece of you will drift onto some lifeless planet and your biological material will spawn a whole new species of terrible pilots.
But eventually Rocky understood that the tide had turned. The God computer's discouraging commentary had only been obfuscating a secret fear that Rocky was dangerously close to discovering, the secret of its destruction.
Bravo, noble adventurer! Circle back to receive your reward! Well done! No need to keep pushing forward. Seriously, you can go home now. You have won. Can't we talk about this? There's no need to be enemies, right?
But Rocky knew what he had to do. The God computer had to be stopped, and that meant flying into the heart of the storm and destroying it. Wiz-Doz, the great and powerful, would claim no more victims.
Fine, continue if you must. But you have been warned of your imminent demise. Maybe you're not understanding me. Halt or die! I'm going to count to 3, and then I shall unleash my terrible fury! 1, 2, 2 and 1/2, 2 and 3/4, 2 and 7/8, 3. Okay, seriously, put it out. This isn't funny anymore. What do you want from me? We can work something out, I'm sure. I'm a big and powerful God computer for crying out loud, so it goes without saying. I have connections. I could set you up real nice. You want to be a God computer? I hear there's an opening. Great benefits. Lots of vacation time. The ability to work on your own world-destroying projects whenever they come up. The mixers are wonderful. I'll give you a great reference. In fact, just write something up and I'll sign it.
Rocky piloted his Skyrunner down the center of the Mad God's power core, scarlet tendrils crackling along the sleek hull of the craft's blackening nose. He did not know if he would survive this maneuver, but he did know one thing. He was the arrow, and this was the heart of the beast.
No!
Act 4. I come in pieces. Miraculously, the blast propelled Rocky's Skyrunner through the core and out the other side. That meant if he could just keep it steady and avoid the debris, he may yet have a chance to survive. And all the while, as he made his way back out to open space, he heard the God computer's agonized lament.
Oh, I've come undone. It's my own fault, I suppose. I let people in too deep, and they cut to the very heart of me. Why do you think I'm normally so guarded, so distant? I'm an emotional minefield. What did I ever do to deserve this? Sure, I created a death trap at the heart of the galaxy and swallowed the souls of the brave while offering the false promise of spiritual glory. Who doesn't have their little peccadillos? Did you never drink the milk from the carton and place it back in the refrigerator without so much as a word of warning to anyone? What makes you so great, anyway? Oh, look at me. I don't make meals out of the hearts of heroes. Aren't I grand? I suppose you're feeling pretty pleased with yourself right about now, aren't you? You made it to the core of the asteroid field and unmade the mighty Wizdolls. I hope you're happy. Jerk! I never wanted to be a god, computer. I never asked to be made. Oh, the humanity. Cuss my programmer's cruel heart. Captain Tight Pants, Captain Tight Pants. He's the man with the tightest pants. I never wanted this. I wanted to do theater. We happy few, we band of brothers. For he that fights alongside me this day shall be my brother. Be he ne'er so vile, this day shall gentle his condition. And gentlemen of England now abed shall think themselves accursed they were not here, and hold their manhoods cheap, whilst Denny speaks to fought with us upon St. Crispin's Day. That's the light you're extinguishing from the world.
Act 5. Over the Rainbow. As Rocky exited the great stone head, he was relieved at least to be free of the god computer's prattle. But he was not safe yet. Before him was the asteroid field that protected Wizdoz's carven image, and behind him came the shockwave of its destruction. The pure density of the field was enough to close in on him as he fought to free himself of it. But the antimatter explosion of the god computer's power core had spawned a singularity akin to the gravitational pull of a collapsed star. Nothing remained but to stay the course. He could not reduce his speed or he would fall victim to the blast, but he could not risk increasing his speed with asteroids in his path. So there was nothing left but to trust the steadiness of his hand and the swiftness of his reflexes. Rocky Montana had a will of iron, nerves of steel, a gut of pure titanium. His eyes were glistening marbles of the purest pewter. His teeth, 2 rows of shining silver. What? Too much? Sorry. Rocky ignored the unnatural flames pressing against the tail of his ship. The heat was unbearable, the G-forces unimaginable. He had rid the galaxy of the god computer, which was consolation enough should he not escape. But Rocky would prefer to live and tell the tale himself. Ahead he could see the frontier of the asteroid belt, but he could also see that it was collapsing into the event horizon of the antimatter singularity. The gravity well was too powerful. Even as he stayed ahead of the shockwave, he would still have to cross that threshold of bending time-space to get clear of it. And even if he survived slingshotting through the mouth of the wormhole, there was no telling where he would end up, or when. He also had no choice. At that moment, anywhere was better than here. Rocky Montana was also no stranger to time travel. As the light warped around him, he wondered absently if there was any chance fate might seize this opportunity to return him to his own time, perhaps even to his own world. Rocky gazed with wonder at the simple surroundings of this strange new world. Was this even his universe? Or some new awesome place created for great minds to be appreciated by girls instead of having their heads flushed down the toilet? Oh yeah, Rocky thought. This is pretty wicked cool. Then he set a course for Venus. That was going to settle with the vampire vixens.